Some airplanes stop flying, but never stop meaning something. On Christmas night, one name still echoes through aviation history. The airline is gone, the flights are over, but the story of flying home for Christmas still lives in the sky. Flying home for Christmas wasn't just a slogan, it was a promise, a feeling that told passengers, you're not just traveling, you're returning. Every December, this plane carried more than passengers. It carried hope, especially for those who hadn't been home all year. For Air Berlin, Christmas wasn't decoration, it was identity, a season where flying meant reuniting lives. Across dark European skies, these flights connected families silently. Most people slept below, while Christmas traveled above. In the cabin, voices were low, thoughts were loud. Everyone was thinking about the same thing: home. Air Berlin understood something simple: distance hurts more during Christmas, and flying could heal it, even briefly. Children slept through the journey, parents didn't. They were already imagining the door opening at home. When city lights appeared, hearts beat faster, not because of landing, but because of who was waiting. This wasn't just a Christmas schedule, it was tradition, one that people planned their year around. Without realizing it, Air Berlin created something permanent, a Christmas legend, built from ordinary flights and extraordinary emotions. Every December felt urgent, as if people somehow knew these moments were precious. Seats filled fast, not because of price, but because of purpose. These routes became familiar. Year after year, the same paths, the same destinations. Christmas has habits, and this airline followed them faithfully. The cabin never felt luxurious, it felt familiar. And during Christmas, familiarity matters more than comfort. In December, distance feels heavier. Every mile feels longer. That's why these flights meant more than they ever could in summer. Behind the scenes, things were changing. Routes were reduced, silence replaced expansion, but Christmas flights kept going. No one noticed the warning signs. They were too busy looking forward. That's how memories are created, before endings are visible. Even as uncertainty grew, Christmas still came first, because some promises are kept until the very end. The crew knew, but they flew anyway, with pride, with dignity, with Christmas in mind. Other airlines flew the same routes, but they couldn't replace the feeling, because emotion doesn't transfer schedules. Companies can disappear, flights can stop, but meaning, once created, refuses to leave. The year it didn't return felt different. Same winter, same lights, but something was missing. People searched the schedule, out of habit. The name wasn't there, and suddenly, Christmas felt quieter. Airports kept working, flights kept leaving, but without that red tail, something human was gone. The distance was the same, the time was the same, but the feeling wasn't. People remembered the cabin, not because it was special, but because it felt right. Every December, the stories return, not about prices or delays, but about how it felt to fly home. Children who once slept on those flights grew up, but the memory of Christmas above the clouds stayed. Some airlines become statistics, others become memories. This one became part of Christmas. The engines stopped, the routes ended, but the silence spoke louder than sound. This is how legacy forms, not through survival, but through remembrance. Christmas night still arrives. Planes still fly. But for some, the sky feels emptier than it used to. There are gates that no longer call boarding, yet people still remember standing here, waiting to go home. No one knew it was the last takeoff. That's how endings usually work, quietly. Routes can disappear from maps, but they remain drawn inside people.
It didn't need to survive to matter. It only needed to exist, once, properly. Flying home was never about the airline, it was about who was waiting on the other side. Christmas doesn't remember logos, it remembers feelings. The sky keeps stories better than archives. It never forgets what passed through it. It wasn't erased, it was completed. Some airlines end, some flights stop, but once, every Christmas, something beautiful flew people home, and that was enough.